little rush hour traffic. Alright, perfect. FSD just avoided hitting that car, unlike myself. Alright, so we're hitting the Interstate 435 here in Kansas City. Just gonna go through some FSD in the Model Y. So this morning I did have an incident where it attempted to turn right, or excuse me, it attempted to turn left while it was a red left turn signal or turn light. I think that's more to do with it may have thought it was an optional. No, I don't know. There's no defending it. It was a red left light and it attempted to make that. But unfortunately I wasn't recording at the time, so I don't have that to show you. It's about 3:20 p.m., so rush hour is about starting, I guess. So this is usually a pretty busy corridor. We'll see how that is. Hopefully it's smooth sailing and there's no incidents, but we'll find out. So I'm pretty new at this YouTube channel stuff, and I'm also not very good at my video editing. I'm trying, but hopefully I improve as this continues to grow, as I make progress with these videos. Anybody watching has any suggestions for me, like I'll take it, in regards to the channel or making these videos or what you'd like to see. I'll do my best to try and do the content that you guys want to see. I don't have a lot of followers at the moment, so just 4. Last I checked. So if you like this stuff, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button. Share these videos if you want. I know they're kind of uneventful, but as far as the current software we're on, we are on full self-driving 13.2.8 and running the software 2025.8.6. So the thing I've noticed that people complaining in some of the Reddit forums regarding FSD, they tend to indicate what software package they're on, which is not the same as the software for FSD. So I want to try to make it known of which version of FSD I'm on when I go on these drives. I've not had a whole lot of incidents, but Saturday night I did have, the vehicle did make a surprising U-turn and then followed up by an illegal right turn. said this morning, I had to disengage it because it did try to make a left turn at a stoplight. The thing was, there was no traffic, so it kind of waited for traffic to proceed, and then it attempted to proceed. Which might be okay at a four-way stop, but not really at a signal light. And definitely not in the city. Maybe that might fly more in the rural areas. Excited to see what the next major update brings to the table. I am interested in beta testing. I know that Tesla has just launched an early access program. I keep checking my app daily to see if I can get that invite. But as I mentioned before, I love FSD. I have used version 12, and comparing 13 to 12, it's night and day. I could understand why people, dismissed FSD, based off of how version 12 was. But for anyone who sees any news reports demonizing FSD, it's so much more improved than people have given it credit for. Also, a lot of I think MSNBC or CNBC, they did some kind of recent FSD report, and they had a few YouTubers giving a pro side of it, and there was some industry expert who is completely anti-FSD. So for the hardware, I think most of those guys had hardware 3, and 1 or 2 had hardware 4. But the vehicle hardware does make a huge difference. Hardware 4 is far superior to the experience of FSD than hardware 3. If you're in the market for a Tesla, whether it's used or new, definitely look towards the 2023 and up years when it comes to the Model Y and the S and the X for that hardware 4. I think the Model 3 only received hardware 4 with the 2024 refresh. So you very many used vehicles available right now, but you know, in the coming months, I'm sure that will open up. 2026 refresh Model Y, that one has FSD hardware 4. So there's not really a whole lot of difference with the 2025 Model Y. So I'm pretty happy I got this. It was a heck of a deal. You know, besides some minor changes, I'm pretty content with this versus, you know, having any kind of regrets for not getting the launch edition. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward drive. So, you know, hopefully I can do some more of these rush hour drives where there's a little more traffic going on. It's pretty early, like it's 3:30, so I imagine more around 4:30 time frame is when it gets super busy. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm about at my destination. So, you know, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you next time. Peace.